Right, so today we're going to be doing the stir fry so that you can show that you can work with both a high risk ingredient chicken and also the vegetables without cross contamination. So that I only need to use one chopping board, I'm going to do my vegetables first. So if you have a pepper, it will add some colour to the stir fry. The easiest way to do this is to cut round a circle at the top, having a bowl for your waste so you don't have any physical contaminations of the seeds, and then you can slice it open and trim off the seedy bits there, cutting away from me. And then we want to do this in strips, so using the claw, keeping my hands back, I'm just get rid of the seeds, cutting it into strips. Now if you've got two different colour peppers in your group, you could actually share and have half of a colour each so that it makes it more colourful. So just going around again in strips. Right, and that's just going into a bowl to keep it there. I'm then going to prepare the onion. You always leave this end, the hairy end, alone. So if you chop off the top, it gives you a nice flat surface to then do a bridge and cut through the root. That then allows you to peel back the peel and get rid of that, but we're still holding it all together. I'm making sure there's no peel around which could become a physical contaminant into the stir fry. So then using the claw, I am cutting lines across. I am going down to the board, but I am not going through the root, so it holds it in place. Same for this one. Go to bridge, and then you can just chop the root off then to release the slices. So I'm then adding that to my bowl. Okay, I'm just going to throw in a few mushrooms as well. These can be washed or peeled. You don't have to add mushrooms. There are a combination of ingredients that you could add. And I'm just slicing those using the bridge, like so. Obviously, I hope you are aware that for vegetables, if possible, you would use a brown chopping board, and for meat, you would then use a raw meat, a red chopping board. So those are my vegetables all prepared. I'm then going to do my chicken, which has been in the fridge until on the bottom shelf on a plate until I needed to use it. So because I won't be using anything else on this board now, I'm all right to do my meat on it. If you're concerned about touching the meat, you can use a fork to hold the meat to cut. Otherwise, you just need to wash your hands as soon as you've done. And again, I'm just going to cut these into strips, but keeping them a little bit mouth size as well. There we go. Like I say, you can use a fork to hold it, not a problem. So I'm just going to wash my hands now because I've touched the raw meat. Right, so then you can come over to, you can use a frying pan or a wok. I'm just going to turn it on to about a 3 or 4 to start off with. Put a little bit of oil in it and wait for that to heat up slightly. So first of all, we're going to put the chicken in to make sure the chicken is cooked properly. So at the moment it is a pinky colour, and we're going to be looking for this to turn white so that we know it is properly cooked. Okay, so once the chicken has lost the pink colour of it, choose the biggest piece of chicken and then break it open and check that it's not pink inside. If you were using a temperature probe, you would do it to 75 degrees. If it still looks pink, you would cook it for a little bit more until there's no pink inside. So we can then, we're just going to add a little bit more oil. And then we're going to add the rest of the vegetables, or the vegetables. And then you just stir frying. So it's just a quick tossing around of the ingredients. You want to you want them to still have a crunchy texture to them, but you just want the edge to be taken off so they're not too firm. So we're going to toss that around. It is easier in a wok because they've got a bigger size. And then you can add your straight to wok noodles. And you will just stir until they break up. The heat will help them separate. Once the noodles have softened and are dispersed through the vegetables, you can then add some of your sauce. Add a little bit at a time. You don't want to overpower it with the sauce, but you still want it to have a little bit of flavour. So I suggest you stir some in. So the flavour gets over all of the ingredients. And then look to see if you want a little bit more. I do. And then once that sauce is warmed up, and that's a good amount, that then is ready for you to pop into your containers and take home. Remember, it would need to be in the fridge within 90 minutes once it's cooled, to ensure it's not in the danger zone for too long. Hope you enjoy it. Thank you. Bye bye.